Sweet.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. It's a nice camera. So, okay. What's up, guys? I've got Phan here. Come on, Nam. Let's go have a seat. Yay. All right. We don't need to stand up. We need to relax.
Relax. Yeah.
So, everybody, Teach Me Grappling. I'm Brian Peterson. Today, I want to bring you guys Phan. Nam's got a school down in Garden Grove. Tell me about your school. What's the name of it?
The school is called the Phan MMA Academy in Garden Grove.
Cool. And what do you guys teach there?
It's basic. It's just kickboxing and most is jiu-jitsu, gi, and no-gi jiu-jitsu.
Cool. Kickboxing, gi, no-gi, jiu-jitsu. So the reason I brought you down here today, I had to have you come down. Well, you know what? Before I get into that, let me ask you a little bit about your background for people that don't know you. If you guys don't know this man, I've known this man probably since 2003, I want to say, somewhere around there, when I started noticing you at the tournaments. Maybe even before that, I can't remember. So when did you start training jiu-jitsu?
I started jiu-jitsu in 2000.
2000. So he was tearing up the scene in like the early 2000s and catching guys in flying arm bars and getting them in leg locks. He had all kinds of stuff. And then watch, maybe you'll be surprised at how much history I know of you. Dude, you were like, I don't know how old, but you were really young, and you got in this fight that went viral in the MMA community.
Oh man, yeah, I was high school.
It was at a high school.
I was in high school. At high school.
Yes. So in high school, I remember you beat up on this big bully guy,
yes,
right?
That's right.
He was a bully.
We was picking on, we were in a Spanish class, and he was picking on some kids in my Spanish class. I told him, hey Jose, just leave these kids alone. And, he goes, hey man, sure, don't tell me what to do. And Jose, I'm just asking you to leave these guys alone. This tiny little guys, And he goes, hey, you want to fight? Like, you want to fight after school? Like, what, you want to fight after school? No, I don't want to fight after school, so you bring your friends come jump me. You want to fight this day after class? And he goes, no. Like, what? You were going to jump me. And then, so we negotiated. I said, okay, you know what, how about this? We'll go into the wrestling room. That way, we won't get in trouble. It's quiet. And that way also, if he does bring his buddies, I got my wrestling buddies to back me up.
Yeah. So on that, did you wrestle through high school at all?
I wrestled through high school. I started my sophomore year and all through high school, and then I wrestled in college. Very cool. Very cool. What college did you wrestle at?
Golden West College,
when they had a program.
Okay. Yeah, Golden West, I remember. Very cool. Awesome. So then he was tearing it up in the jiu-jitsu scene, started doing mixed martial arts.
Right.
Guy went all the way to the UFC, fought very, very high level, the highest level competitions, fought in Japan. Very good mixed martial arts record and experience. You've been around. I watched you fight down at the Coliseum.
Oh, man,
I remember that.
Classic.
Yeah, just everything. Yeah. Dude, you fought all over the world and very successful and just the most humble person, like in the martial arts that I know. One of the most. You're in my top 3 of nicest, most humble guys that are skilled and deadly. So anyway, so this is what I know about you. But for everybody out there, what your time in the UFC? Anything you can tell us about that? Because that's where most people watch UFC.
Okay, UFC. So telling you, I started from the Ultimate Fighter, season 12.
That's right.
Yeah, season 12 of the Ultimate Fighter. And then from there, I was on team Koscheck was George St. Pierre.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was I think the only guy. Everybody lost on my team. Everyone lost, and I was the only guy to get a win. So everyone lost. Only I got a win. I was the only guy to make it to the finals. And from there, usually in the Ultimate Fighter, you fight in the finals, in the final show finale. You fight amongst a team A or you fight the other team, right? I was the only guy that fought another fighter that was not on the show. I fought Leonard Garcia.
What?
Yeah.
Where did they get him from?
I don't exactly. Why am I fighting another professional fighter? How come I'm not fighting someone on the show?
Right.
Because
that's interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting.
I did watch the show, but I don't remember that. It's so funny.
I was the only guy that didn't fight someone in the house. I fought another fighter.
Wow.
I think probably because I had at the time I had 20-something fights. I had way more experience than everyone.
Yeah.
Let's put this guy against another pro fighter,
Yeah.
At that time, Garcia was very successful at WEC and it's very intimidating, you know.
Yeah. So how did that fight end up?
I thought I won the fight, but I officially I lost the decision. But I thought I won, and then we had a rematch later, and I was able to catch the decision again.
Nice, very good. So you were able to get that back. So okay, cool. So what about your just anything about your background? I know you're Vietnamese.
I'm Vietnamese.
Anything about that you can tell us?
Yeah, no, I'm Vietnamese. The first generation. I was born and raised here. You know, my parents came from Vietnam and they came over here. You got me. I speak Vietnamese. I can't read and write Vietnamese, but I can speak. I think for Vietnamese born, American born Vietnamese guy, I think I speak it pretty decently.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So okay, so I'll lead into this incident that happened last week. So from what I know, and then I want you to tell me the real story.
Yes, sir.
So basically, correct me if I'm wrong. So a kung fu guy, kung fu master comes into your academy. And is he like calling you guys out, or like saying that his kung fu is better than MMA, or like what is the situation?
Yes and no. So he was one of my students' friends, right?
Was that Kenny?
Kenny.
Okay. So Kenny Quach.
And Kenny had a boxing match coming on, so me and Kenny were just training, and the kung fu guy wants to use his kung fu in like a kickboxing match or an MMA match. So he wanted to train. So right, and so Kenny goes, "Hey, why don't you come over here and watch us practice, spar, right?" And then he brings him over, and hey, brother, I'm trying to help the guy. And hey, my brother, you wanna get some rounds in, get some practice, you know? And right off the bat, he kind of standoffish. He goes, "No, I don't like using the gloves because it slows down my movement."
Even though the gloves weigh,
as I said, 16, as I never pound, basic boxing, 16-ounce gloves, you know. And I'm thinking, dude, what the F word, you know?
Yeah.
And I told him, okay, how about this? We'll do some MMA gloves, like some 16, like some 8 or 10 ounce like combat sport gloves.
Yeah.
And he gets frustrated. He goes, "No, I told you. I said the glove way down my hand. I can't move freely." I'm like, MMA gloves look like nothing, man. Come on. Like, so what's your style? And like now, I think at this point he's trying to like impress me or intimidate me. He laughs. My style is no rules, no gloves. I'm like, no, man. I don't get hurt. I don't want to go no. Like, why you want to do that? And like now I'm like, okay. I'm thinking in my head, okay, this wants to go.
It's doing this right now.
Okay. I think kind of intimidate me. Like, all right, you want to go? How about this? You go bare knuckle, and I'll still wear gloves. If you train, I'm not trying to. The glove is not to protect the guy's face; it's to protect your hands.
Yeah.
You know, so you go bare knuckle, and I'll still wear gloves. Mm-hmm. And then he goes, "No, I'm not ready for this." I'm like, dude, why'd you say all that then?
Yeah.
If you're not ready for this, like, why'd you get crazy?
Yeah.
You know, and then I went to go spar with Kenny. You know, we did 10 rounds, and I get out. Hey, I'm just trying to be cool. Hey, bro, you want to get some rounds in? You know. Now you've seen it, maybe you have a bad idea of what we're doing, and we're not trying to hurt each other. You know, it's just practice. And check this out. He goes, you know, my stuff might not work in the ring because I train for the streets. I'm thinking, my brother, like, dude, what you do is gonna work in the ring or the street.
Right.
Are you crazy?
This is where you test it to see if it can work.
This is practice. You don't train. You don't box bare knuckle. Like, you get jacked up. You're like, this guy's a pharmacist too. He's a working, and he has a family, his kids, he has a wife. Like, what are you thinking, man? Like, this. What do you have to prove? It's just practice. You know. And then I told him that he looked very insulted. He was very frustrated. I get out of the ring, and then he leaves the cat. He leaves, right? And then Kenny, you know, he's like the mediator between us. Yeah. And he's like Master Kai. His name is Master Kai.
Okay.
He's very frustrated and very frustrated, angry that I said about Kung Fu, and then he went home to train for me, and he broke the dummy bag, the little dummies, the wooden dummy. He broke it training for me.
So, and how long does this transpire? Is it like how much time? Like
I mean,
week,
no, the next day. I got the.
So this was just last week.
Oh no! Within the week.
When you met him.
Within the week. So
wow.
Within the week, it all happened within like 1 week span. Yeah.
Okay.
Within a 1 week span. Yeah. So I sparred him last week, and probably the week before it happened. Yeah. So the week before, 2 weeks from now, 2 weeks ago, and then he breaks the dummy bag. That's not a bag. It's a wooden dummy.
Right. That kind of like Wing Chun
thing.
Wing Chun.
It looks nice. But I don't know. But it looks good. And he broke the wooden dummy. And his master's angry at him. And then
so he still trains underneath another master.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I have not really gone in depth in watching this guy, but someone told me that he's got this old guy that like has never sparred as well.
No, he has never sparred. He's never sparred. I don't want. I'm not trying to diss. I'm not trying to diss anyone. But in my humble opinion, it looks like he's making things up on the spot. And there's one video I seen was this is what I do. I'll punch him in the stomach, and the guy he blocks. He goes, I'll do this. And the guy blocks again. I'll do this. I'm like, I think you're making up on the spot right now.
Yeah.
It looks
because you know.
fake. Well, you and I know.
Yes, we know.
Combative arts. And
yes.
Like, there's nothing wrong with very traditional martial arts. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think if you're a teacher, a sensei, don't lie to your student. Tell them, hey, this is made for this. I'm not sure if we get out of trouble. If it comes down to it, be honest. Be honest. Don't lie.
See, that's the thing is.
That's this guy, because he thinks in his mind, he's brainwashed. I'm gonna mess somebody. I'll mess a professional fighter up.
Right.
And he didn't.
And they, not only, even though you and I may not be as familiar with some of these more traditional arts, like I don't claim to know Kung Fu.
I don't either.
But the one thing that you and I do know through MMA, through training, we know that you have to spar in order to find out if your stuff works.
You got
to. And I didn't fight nearly as much as you did, but I did fight for a time.
Yes, sir.
And I know that there's a lot of martial arts out there that do lie.
Yes.
They're charlatans.
Yes,
they kind of get people to come into their school. They teach them a few techniques that under a relaxed setting, it hurts your wrist. And so it makes you feel like, oh, this is powerful stuff. It works. And then there's a mind control thing happens in the student. With the student-teacher relationship, they get mind controlled.
It's like a cult.
Yes. Yeah. And because of that, you end up with full-grown men that believe that they can do these fantastic things.
But it's like magic.
Yes, it's magic.
He's 50 years old. You want to fight? Like, I'm not a fighter. I'm retired.
And, this guy is 50.
Well, yeah.
I gotta bring it up, dude. He's Asian, so he doesn't look 50.
He didn't know.
He looks pretty good. You can't even tell.
You can't tell. He looks pretty good. He's fit. He looks pretty fit. He's big.
And the guy's a lot bigger than you. How much did he weigh?
I think I said 185. 5'10". And he's pretty. When he took off his, I didn't notice it when I met him, but when he took off his shirt,
this guy's
pretty big. This guy's pretty big. Yeah, I'm 160. Sloppy.
And he's probably been training all of his life, or most of his life.
Well, he's at 30 to 40 years. Yeah.
Yeah. So probably since he was 10.
So longer than I've been alive.
Right. So okay. So now the stage is set.
Yes, sir.
He's gonna come into your place.
Yes, sir.
You guys, I noticed you guys had a waiver for him.
100%.
And then he had a waiver for you.
Yeah, I was like, I had him sign a waiver, of course. I need you to sign a waiver too. For me? Are you sure? It's my voice. Like,
did you read it? I mean, like, what did it say?
I didn't. It's like very little. But that's good though. That means I ain't suing you. But the foyer says you can't sue me, but I can't see you either. Which is cool.
We're all men, we're good, but we're taking care of business.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Okay, so I heard Kenny give the rules. Basically, like he said UFC rules, but we're not going to grapple. So you've got boxing experience, kickboxing experience, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, but right off the bat, you're already going to cut out
half
all of your grappling skills that you have,
Yes.
your black belt in jiu-jitsu and wrestling experience, you're going to cut all that out and just do the stand-up with him, which is what he does, because he doesn't do any grappling.
Zero grappling.
And so those are the rules. Just no headbutts, no eye gouging, no scratching, no biting.
UFC rules is like boxing, because in UFC you can't eye gouge, you can't scratch, you can't bite. Because he said like, if I take me down, I'll bite him in the face. Like, oh my god! Okay.
Well,
I don't want to get bit in the face, you know.
No. And
so
we're not going to go to that length to prove a point.
Yeah.
Even though in reality you would just take him down, pound him out.
Exactly.
Or submit him, or bite him right back. For that matter, you know,
and they were like, we're kissing, but then like in reality, I would not even have to bite anyone.
Yes, you wouldn't have to.
I wouldn't have to. I don't want to like get like anyone's blood in my mouth either. Like,
no, of course not.
It's not as fancy as it sounds, you know.
But they always think that they can do it better than you. But they don't understand that when you put them in a strong position like the mount,
how you gonna bite me?
They're not gonna be able to bite, and even if they tried, it wouldn't work. Like, it wouldn't end the fight.
Like I'm glad it came out this way, because it was actual mixed martial art rules. It wouldn't last that minute. It was just I double A and slam him and break his neck, and that's not fun to watch, right?
No. You actually gave him, I think, every bit of chance.
As much as possible.
He's bare knuckle.
No gloves.
He doesn't have his gloves, which he felt would weigh his hands down.
Exactly, yes.
And
so it's fast.
4 2-minute rounds. It was scheduled.
Yes, 4 2-minute rounds.
Of course,
1 minute break.
Right, 1 minute break.
So half of the round.
So there you go. So go for 2 minutes, then get a minute rest.
Yes.
So go ahead and explain. Take us through the first round.
Okay, so first round. Usually, in boxing or MMA, you feel each other out. Like I jab you, I jab that. Or MMA, you go for the takedown, depending on your style. But it was just boxing or striking. So you want to hit each other. But this guy never sparred before, so he has no idea.
Yeah.
He has no sense of range. Yes. So he's just trying to get close to me, and just trying to and rabbit punch me. And bare knuckle wise, I don't remember him ever hitting me from the distance. I think that would have hurt bad.
Yeah.
But basic boxing, I was able to move my head out of the way. But from the clinch, he's able to knock me in the
he got
face.
Maybe some little glancing ones as he was coming through. Something like that. Of course, when a guy's wild too, they have awkward timing. Yeah. It's not like a guy with skilled. When he's skilled in boxing, obviously we teach boxing skills so that people learn how to hit someone and not get hit.
Correctly,
Correctly, because the most efficient at high levels. Yeah. However, sometimes the guy who comes from a different martial art or even unskilled at all, they come in at weird angles, wild, and sometimes they can connect with something, but you had, like you said, great movement, and I think the damage was absolutely minimal.
Very
just
minimal.
glancing.
It's very minimal and very close.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like anything, no distance.
Yeah.
So I think all the distant punches that would have been very.
And he lost his balance like right away.
Yeah, he slipped.
Loses his balance.
He has his spars. He doesn't know what he's doing. And he doesn't know how self-control with adrenaline and everything like that.
Yeah.
He's scared. He's more scared than me, I bet.
Yeah. Well, it's funny, when it first started, it looked like he was grinning at you. It looked like he had a smirk on his face.
You know what?
Almost like you don't know what you're about to walk into.
I think you're right. I think you're totally right. But you know why?
But once it started, that's different.
Yes, I think the reason why I get these challenges a lot is because my friend told me that I'm very small. Yeah. And I look younger than I am, and because he's like 5'10", 185 pounds. He's huge.
He looked bigger than you.
And then I'm 5'6", 160, and my friend said I look like the Asian kid from Goonies.
Yeah.
So I look very non.
Dr. Jones. Dr. Jones.
Gadget. Is that his name?
Or is it? No. Isn't it the same kid? I got
it's the same kid.
It's the same kid from Indiana Jones. That's how I remember him.
Willie is my professional name. Indiana.
Hey, lady, you call him Dr. Jones.
My professional name.
From the Goonies, he had all the gadgets.
Yeah, all the gadgets, and he's the same kid
name.
from the Lost Tomb. Is that what it is?
Run that clip right now.
Oh no. Mister. Oh, Mister, wait, please.
You call him Dr. Jones, dog.
Okay. Dr. Jones. Dr. Jones. Oh, wake up, please.
Yeah, it's good. No, I like him, man. He's my favorite. He saves the day in Goonies,
he's
man.
awesome.
He saves everybody.
He's awesome.
Yeah, and so but the kid with Goonies is very non-intimidating, right? He's friendly. I think a martial artist, I don't need to intimidate anyone. It's, be friendly, And I think that's the problem there. And he thought I was very non-intimidating. Like he said, the grin. Like, he probably think, oh my god, I'm gonna mess this pro fighter up so bad. I'm gonna get all the girls down.
Because he truly believes.
He did. Because from his master line to him, like you touch this guy here, you die, and stuff like that. Like all these fake, fatal death touches,
Yeah.
And so, and I'm smaller than him, and I really truly believe that it was gonna be a lopsided fight. And I think that's why he came. I didn't think he was gonna come, but he came. So I give props there. But totally
he was
false.
a tough guy. So you start getting him in the clinch. I noticed you were softening him up a little bit, some knees, some body shots, a couple little shots up to his head, and he started to get tired because he's just going all out.
100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I wanted to work my boxing with him. I was going to use striking. And it was very hard because he doesn't know how to strike. He's just trying to hit me like I mean, and so he just it was all clinch.
Yeah.
And he wanted to strike, but he's doing all the wrestling, so I can't get any distance to my combos.
Right.
And stuff. And when I was able to, then that's when I was able to do some body shots and some head shots.
Yeah. And I noticed he was also, he threw some front kicks.
Oh, yes.
And you were doing great with checking the low kicks.
Okay, so I'll get to that. So he did a front kick, I threw it off. And then like if you're not conditioned with the leg kicks, dude, he threw, in front of the left leg kick, I checked it, boom, right in the knee. I kicked his foot, hit my knee, and he's like, oh, I'm my other knee, my other foot, boom, right, he did a right kick, boom, check that, like, dude, it's been like,
you saw the face, yeah, and that's when you know, it never lies, they don't lie, they don't lie, you see them in the eyes. Yeah.
His eyes went like this big. He's oh man, that doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And then from there I was all hands from there.
Yeah. So all hands, second round comes, and he's obviously getting tired.
Gassed.
He's gassed, and I noticed you look pretty ready. So.
Because Kenny at the ref, he's like, water on. It's like 2 minute round, the water for 2 minute round. And the other guy, do water. He's like, go to that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So he didn't make it very far into that second round. It looked like
I think like halfway.
Yeah,
I think
maybe if that. I mean, mostly he was probably spent most of the time on the canvas.
I think he came out swinging. He gave me clinch, and then he got tired, and with my body by the head, and then we give him distance. I think he tried to another kick. I think a right kick, right cross.
Yeah.
Stiff jab. Boom.
That's stiff jab.
That's the one.
You saw he was clearly wobbled, and we knew the end was near.
It was coming. Just kept on basic jab. Right. Coming jab cross. He clinched again. I threw overhand right.
Yeah.
That's when we went to the floor. And he couldn't even get up.
Yeah, he couldn't get up. He looked bad spot. A lot of people felt like probably should have been stopped at that moment, but
I thought
he got up.
stopped.
Yeah, it looked like you were asking him, like saying, "Hey, it's cool.
Are you okay? I was ready for whatever. Yeah, okay. You want to continue?" And he wanted.
To continue. Yeah, I saw that.
And I want him to just, dude, you're done. But
he didn't want to accept it. So it's one of those things you gotta kind of like.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, and I think you did the right thing. I mean, like. The only way to get through to him is to do what happened. And even still, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I would put money that he still doesn't think.
No, yes.
That he probably still believes in himself.
Yes.
That he just needs to work harder, get in better shape, and everything would work out.
I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna tell you. So I think it was good that it ended the way it ended, because he wouldn't be like, oh, I didn't want to stop. Kenny stopped the fight. So now. Not ended with it ended. Now it's like, okay, it's finished. It's finished. There's no what is about it.
It was final. There was
final.
no more.
It's done.
There's nothing to argue.
Yeah,
no the video's there. You can't argue about it. Yes.
But after the fight, after the mat sparring, his buddy, he put him in the chair. He goes, bro, dude, you're winning the whole time. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, he's lying. Dude, he's like, it's just yes, man. You win the whole time.
You were being so nice to him.
I'm trying.
Telling him, look, no, you did really good.
You
actually, somebody even said you were winning the first round, and I'm going, well, if you want to say you put out more effort.
Yeah.
That maybe he put out more effort because he expended all of his energy in the first round, but that doesn't mean he won.
No.
He didn't land the shots.
No.
He didn't. But here's what it all comes down to. That guy's been training for 30 years, whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe 40 years. He's been training longer than you in the martial arts.
Yes.
You slashed your martial arts training in half by not even doing grappling.
Yes.
What he did should have been more effective than it was. And for anybody, I read some comments on the video, and there's a few people out there that said, oh, it just looks like a sloppy fight. Doesn't even look like good MMA, good striking by either one of them. First of all, those people out there, you guys don't know what it's like to be in a real fight, if you're saying that. What Nam was doing was totally just wearing this guy out, picking his shots, making sure he's safe. The guy's bare knuckle.
Yeah.
What if the guy catches a lucky blow? So he's got to protect himself. The guy's bigger than him by 30, 40 pounds. And, he basically wore him out. It's the same thing that we do in jiu-jitsu all the time. You get some guy off the street who's very athletic, maybe he was a wrestler, a football player, and he gets on the mat with a guy, he outweighs you, he grabs you. Sometimes you weather a storm for 2 minutes, and then you finally catch him. Occasionally, they walk right into a trap, and we sub them in the first 15, 20 seconds. Occasionally. But some of these tough guys out there, you do have to wear them out for 2 minutes before you go for the kill. And Nam did that perfectly. So that's what I want to say about that. His martial arts training should have been better than that. And this, again, I'm not trying to crap on the traditional martial arts, you guys, but I think Nam would agree with me. It's about sparring. It's about the training.
You got to do it.
If you just, I don't care what martial art you train, guys. If you train Kung Fu, just do some sparring. You'll eventually evolve your Kung Fu into a more reality-based style of Kung Fu.
There you go.
Everybody's style can be different, One can use more hands or more feet or more grappling or more striking, whatever you like. But you've got to spar to be able to get the...
Yeah, spar. You got to... He never... 30, 40 years, he never sparred one... He never put on a pair of gloves. Never.
That's insane.
But... it's never going to work.
And the whole... that you mentioned the word cult, it's that whole mind control thing with where they literally trick themselves into believing that it's going to work. And this is a problem in the martial arts. We've seen it since we came up, because we came up in more reality-based martial arts, MMA, and we've already seen it. There's guys out there that are just going through these movements that kind of aren't really going to work, and they don't even know, but we know, because we're the ones actually doing it, and sometimes we bump into these people. Dude, it looked like the 1990s.
Yeah, it did.
It looked like old school, like dojo storming.
It's like Gracie.
Gracie challenge.
It's like, I thought I said this 2019. This ain't 1990, man. This is crazy.
Yeah, and you didn't even say, look, I'm gonna take you down and smash you. I'm gonna let you do your stand up. I'm gonna do mine, and let's see what's better. And it still proved that
boxing works.
It did work. Yes,
boxing works.
I think people know boxing works because you see it, guys. You see it. I mean, it's been around for a long time, and you see it on TV. They're actually really fighting. If Kung Fu had their own Kung Fu sport, I think eventually it would evolve to look more like kickboxing.
There we go.
It would look. In the beginning, it may look like Kung Fu, but after a while, they would be forced to learn more head movement, more style.
So check the leg.
Yes, right. Exactly. So I gotta ask you, before I forget, Kenny Quach, tell me about everybody is almost more excited, and they all want to know more about his gi. What's up with the Street Fighter 2? Kenny, you look amazing, dude. All the love. But go ahead. What was up with Kenny?
I mean, because it was a match or a sparring match, so you want to look official. So he didn't want to go in there with just a t-shirt and shorts. So he wanted to look like an actual official. So he didn't have any referee, like any little pinstripes t-shirt. So you know what? he put this gi on. He cut the sleeves off of a nice gi. It's like $100 gi. He cut the sleeves off.
Did he already have it cut, or he did it for this event?
I don't know. I'm not sure. He probably only did it for the event. Like, oh, I'm cutting tomorrow.
Keddy, you're awesome,
yeah,
dude.
He cut
Total.
the sleeves off.
I wanted you to say round one.
Yeah, he should did that, you know. but that was gis are expensive. You guys train gis are probably like $100 gi, and he cut the sleeves off just for this event. And I like, and he combed his hair. He put some gel in his hair too. And it's but he did a good job officiating.
Yeah, he did a good job.
When he saw, I got poked in the eye.
Yeah, there was eye poking.
He thumbed me in the eye. And then when he saw, he said, "Hey man, watch out your fingers." He was very serious. He didn't want me to hurt him. I didn't want me to get hurt either, so he was on it. And he did a very good job of officiating the match.
That was cool. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So what now? Like, where do we go from here? I mean, you were very respectful when it was over. They obviously may not believe yet that he needs a lot more training, but not just conditioning. They may just think it's conditioning, but he needs more in the skills department.
Okay, let me get to watch this now. So, before I got there, I was listening. His corner like, bro, dude, you win the fight. You had it, man. You just got tired. All we gotta do is work on your breathing. I'm thinking
your breathing. That's what they kept saying.
I'm thinking like, bro, this ain't yoga. Work your breathing, man. You need to learn the real technique that works, man. It's boxing.
Yeah,
some kickboxing.
It's crazy that they would still think that. So what did?
But then I can't really ask them like, hey, you know, look, this should have never happened, you know.
Right.
I wanted to train. I don't want to train. You know, like, you know, how about after this? You know, how about, you know, we just train together. You want to fight? I'll get you a fight, man. You want kickboxing? I'll get you kickboxing, man. No big deal. But let's train. You know, let's wear some gear. You know, and let's just train. You want to spar or you want to fight? I'll get you the fight. But let's train. You know, like, this should have never happened.
Yeah. Wow. So, has he contacted you since, or his buddies?
No.
So
zero.
More than likely, you may not see him again. All the respect in the world. The guy is a tough dude. So, I'm not at all trying to make fun of him at all. It's just more about these things happen in the martial arts, and you know, if you walk into someone's school and you know start making claims, I mean, you might get a lesson.
Yeah. So, we came in like just saying like MMA fighters can't fight. Yeah, MMA fighters only use muscle to generate power.
Yeah.
You know, he uses inner chi. I'm like, what the? Is that
Right.
inner chi? What the heck are you talking about? He's delusional, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just a martial arts lesson.
I hope he learned. Yeah.
Hopefully he learns it. So, pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
All right.
What interesting week.
Yeah. So you guys out there, go check out NamFam. How can they learn more about you or find you? Social media, website.
You go Instagram, NamFam MMA. You know, Facebook. You know, website. IamNam.com.
I am Nam.
Yeah, no, a YouTube channel, NamFan JMA show.
There you go.
NamFan
That's right. You have your JMMA show. You want to tell everybody about that?
Oh yeah, you know, I have a YouTube channel where I interview like guys that fought in the UFC. Fought in Japan. I interviewed Japanese guys that fought in Japan.
A lot of pride, stuff like that.
So, I interviewed by Boss Rutan and stuff like that.
Yeah. Right on.
Sir.
Cool. All right, guys. That's the end of it. Thank you guys so much for watching. NamFan right here. Awesome guy.
Easy.
Very proud to have you as a friend. And I guess that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Tomorrow, probably with a new technique. I might even get Nam to show me something in a little bit. Catch you guys later. Out.
Hey. That's fun.